music instruments lay silent. Instruments not being used for the reason they were created, just as many children are not achieving their dreams to play music, because these instruments and the lessons to master them are simply unaffordable. But for a young violinist, this musical opportunity is a gift.
I'm Kristen Timms. I'm homeschooled, and I love music in general. My mom had a violin she took lessons about 10 years ago or more, and didn't wind up being able to continue.
We weren't financially able to continue music lessons, and that was something that was important to us. We were really going to try to figure out some way to get some of the children lessons one way or another.
The way they found was at the Joy of Music School in Knoxville.
The Joy of Music School exists to provide disadvantaged and at-risk children free music lessons. These are kids who come from homes that can't afford to make up for the losses in the public school systems, where they're cutting the orchestra and the band and the choir.
Kristen is actually excelling with the same violin her mother didn't get a chance to master.
It's very exciting to me to have watched her go from no experience at all to being able to play at the level that she's playing right now.
The teachers I've had have definitely helped me achieve things I never thought I would be able to.
Feeding the music-hungry soul of Knoxville's disadvantaged children began years ago with the inspired dream of one man.
The school started in 1998. It was founded by James Dick, who a visionary philanthropist in Knoxville. He's a radio pioneer, actually. He started a radio station here and made a fortune, but was always known as a very, very generous man. And he had visited Nashville in the W.O. Smith Community Music School there and was inspired and wanted to take that model to Knoxville.
Here you are, sir.
His vision gave birth to a school where instruments are provided at no cost to families, and the lessons are taught by dedicated volunteer teachers willing to share their knowledge with students eager to learn.
I decided last year to learn the Bach double after hearing it at a violin festival, and I knew it was way above my level, but I came in and asked my teacher would she help me with it, and she said, oh sure, like it was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Right? And they quit, correct? Tap that. What he's doing is he's duplicating the track 4 times because they were short little phrases.
I think one of the coolest things about the fact that the teachers are not paid here is that you know you're going to get teachers that want to help students. They're not in it for themselves. You know, they're in it because they have a real desire to help these students.
I want someone to raise their hand and tell me what you see in this picture right here. The sun, that's right, this is the sun, isn't it? So whenever we see a line through the sun, like we have right here, you guys see that? We're going to say shining.
They could be doing other things with their time, and for them to choose to make themselves available to instruct our children and other people's children is just, I have a lot of respect for them and gratitude.
You can just tell that it's sort of in their heart to want to spread the gift of music. I started here strictly taking piano lessons.
But Breon Ewing's instructor learned he is proficient with a completely different kind of instrument.
And then I told my piano teacher that I like to sing as well.
He came to me and I vocalized him, and you know, my inside was like, oh my gosh, this kid has a voice.
And why should the shadows come?
The experience that followed shows how the value of music goes far beyond the listener's ear.
Be lonely.
some people might not know it, but I'm an introverted person. I'm a shy person, but it helped me to, be able to speak to people, and it helps you to feel more confident about yourself in general, not just your talent, but yourself.
2, 1, and.
It's this kind of confidence that enabled him to win a place singing with the ensemble in a professional production of the musical Sweeney Todd. His newly discovered talent is also helping pay for his future. A young man who might have never had a chance to go to college has been awarded a 4-year scholarship at the University of Tennessee.
A lot of students you'll have to sit and talk to and sort of identify the thing that you're working on and try to help them to understand what it is and then how to achieve it. With Breon, a lot of those things are already there, and so it's just a matter of pressing a button, and watching him go.
They're developing a skill, they're developing a confidence as well alongside that. These things spill over into what they do every day. It's how they take care of themselves, how they take care of other people. They're confident. They realize they can do something. Music happens to be what they're doing here.
I know, we got to do it again though. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go.
Just seeing the eagerness on the faces of these kids here. They're just so excited to be here, and you could just tell that they weren't being drugged by their parents to come take a lesson. The kids that I saw the very first day just had this excitability in their faces about being here, and that was very contagious.
The stars fill the sky.
Bringing music where there is silence, placing instruments into a child's empty hands, placing an encouraging music mentor into the life of a child who may have little reason to believe in himself. The Joy of Music School does it all.
If I didn't have the joy of music here, I would likely be trying to figure out a way to get lessons because I enjoy music so much.
It was an answer to it was an answered prayer. Okay.